matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow.
What's up, everybody? Corey here for CCDG, joined by the one and only Mr. Bobby Musick. How are you, Bobby?
Doing great. Can't wait to watch some good golf here.
Awesome to have you on. From what I understand, this is your first time doing commentary, dude.
Yes,
Welcome.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's awesome. I'm loving this and loving the course and the environment out here.
Absolutely. I know you were here last year. Is this like a you had to get back type of tournament?
Yes. Yeah, I had to come back. Jade puts on such a great event. We got the water dogs out there grabbing our disc because we lose them so many out there that, you know, we'd be lost without them.
Absolutely. You see all those lakes out there. Water comes into play here at Mulligans Disc Golf Course. It is aggressive amounts of water. Here we have it yourself, Bobby Musick sitting in the lead, Paul Ulibarri, Jeremy Koling, and Ricky Wysocki. This is a star-studded card, my friend.
Yes, it is. Yeah, this is awesome because these are all the guys that we all came up together, we're staying together, and then we got in the lead card together. So It was an awesome, fun round.
Absolutely, that's an awesome experience and awesome hole, man. Hole 1, par 4, 711 feet. As you're getting announced right here. What's the shot off the tee? I mean, it's a long hole. You try to get aggressive?
Yeah, well, off the tee, you could be as strong and as aggressive. There is a lake on the right side. Besides that lake, you could throw it about as hard as you want. Okay. I mean, there's a bunker maybe 25 feet short of the basket.
Okay, but you're not really thinking that.
Thinking about that not on the tee, and really even the big boys, they're giving it a good rip. So right now, I'm probably just thinking, you know, throw it center cut, keep it in the fairway.
Awesome. I see you throwing this disc around a lot that has a C on the top of it. I couldn't really figure out what it is. What's that?
It's a world.
Okay, gotcha. So just ripping that out here, high speed driver.
High speed, great finish.
Yeah, just let it work.
Yep.
Yeah, they are ripping just dead straight right into the fairway. Like you said, as long as you're not short right into that lake, there's not much that can go wrong. It's just let it loose. Put on a show for the gallery.
Mesa, Arizona, represented by Prodigy Disc, Paul Ulibarri.
Paul Ulibarri, he was out here too last year, I believe, right?
Yes, he was.
Awesome, man. It's funny how 3 of the 4 in the lead card were returning guys.
And the course didn't change much, you know? So we definitely had a little advantage being here last year.
I could see that. I mean, you notice a lot of guys who didn't score well on the first day turned it around really well. Anthony Barella shot really well. Josh Anthon shot really well. Austin Turner, after maybe struggling that first round, just getting used to that sharp, fast fairways.
Yes, this is a totally type of course where it pays to be way off than just a little off, because just a little off really does penalize you.
Totally.
Everything's right next to the basket.
Yep, 1 degree off on your disc angle, and you're flying left into the water, flying right into the water. It's tough to stick stuff. Here's Big Germ, just ready to unleash, right? You could see it in his eyes behind his glasses.
I believe an Our Pro Boss that just unravels it. And
I mean, now Our Pro Boss, I believe, isn't that the distance world record? Or like David Wiggins threw that, right?
Yeah.
For the distance competition?
2016
Okay, so that is a rippable disc for sure.
PDGA World Champion, represented by Latitude64 and from Fort Mill,
last on
South
the
Carolina,
tee is the
Ricky
reigning world
Wysocki.
champion, Ricky Wysocki. Always terrifying to see him in the hunt. You know, you're never safe when he's right there. I'm assuming ripping on like an enforcer, maybe.
It looks like an enforcer.
Yeah, just putting everything he has into it.
With as strong of a sidearm he has, it's unassuming. Like, you see him throw a backhand, he really does have a lot of power backhand, as you know. You
Absolutely.
just assume his sidearm's his strength, but his backhand has come a long way.
Oh, totally. And it's almost funny that it seems like he almost favors the backhand nowadays over the sidearm, even though he has a world-class sidearm.
Oh, yeah.
Very impressive. There's Ulibarri getting up. Really, as long as you're inside the circle on this, you're feeling okay. Obviously, you want to kind of dunk it on top of that hill. Oh, Bobby, into the hazard.
I got too cute with it. I tried to get fluffy and sit it up on top. The play is throw it over the hill. Over the hill, there's nothing back there. It's nice green. You can hit an uphill jump putt at it.
Totally.
No problems. But when you, like me, get a little cute.
Yeah, try to be just a little touchy.
You find that bunker.
Exactly. Trying to just place it right on the top of that hill. We left with a relatively short putt. Oh, no, can't quite convert.
Yep.
After bogey-free yesterday, started off with a bogey, man. That's got to be tough. What's the mindset on that? If are you keeping it together? Are you stressing now?
It happens.
Yeah.
You got to, it's just roll with the punches. It's one of those things, everyone's going to have them. No one's, like you said, I was the only one with the clean round.
Of course.
So everyone's going to have them. It's just getting through it. Fighting past it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally agree. It's what you can do on the next hole to try and make up for that.
Yes, exactly.
These guys tap in their birdies and their pars here. A couple of birds, par and a lone bogey, unfortunately, by Bobby. Definitely not what you're trying to see on hole 1 here.
No, not at all. But hey,
it's all good. Like you said, it's what happens on the next hole, and next hole is hole 2, par 3, 369 feet. This one is really tight by the green, Bobby. What's the play? What are you doing?
The green is treacherous. I'm trying to throw it right above that bunker. There's a nice hill, a grass knoll, that if you could just land it on that, it leaves you a nice 25, 30-foot putt. And backside is just treacherous. If you see it, like he landed that perfectly on.
Right next to the pin.
Yeah, perfectly.
That's just a
on
beautiful
that hill.
shot. Yeah.
Same with Rick. Rick, I think he throws it and puts it under the basket. If you can hit it on that downslope, if you hit it on that tee pad, it skips. It's in the water for sure.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it just it gets really skippy off to the right, and then short of that little grassy knoll you're talking about is that bunker.
Yep.
So that does come into it a little bit.
And that's where me and Paul Ulibarri both kind of flirted with that bunker right side, but definitely knowing we were safe and have a putt look at it.
Yeah, and that's really all you can ask on this hole. Just a look. A lot of people are flying into that water. Oh, huge one. That was a great putt, man. He's really got that step putt really dialed. It's, ooh, look at you.
When you watch something beautiful as that, you feel like I could do that. That was awesome. There's the line.
That was so cool, man. You could barely see over that hill too. Kind of just see the flag.
Yeah,
and
short people problems.
Trust me, I feel you. There you have it, man. A star frame after 2 great putts and 2 absolute park jobs. Definitely what you're looking for. Get back on that birdie train. Sitting at 8 down, 2 strokes off the lead. Here into hole 3, man. Par 3, 405 feet. You got OB green, kind of long of the landing zone, and that bunker pretty much right where you want to land.
Yeah, pretty much. And it sucks them in. As soon as your disc gets over that bunker, it just drops, 5-10 feet every time.
It's so funny how well that is placed, man. It's like you think you're throwing the perfect shot. That one by Germ, just a little bit too mustardy. A
little backside.
Yeah, a little backside, but he's safe, and at mulligans, that's really what's important.
Yes, it is. He can get a putt out of it.
There's Ricky just unleashing on another one. This has to play right into his game, just that big power hyzer the whole way.
See, from the tee, we didn't see that. It just, when it got over the bunker, it vanished.
It was just invisible.
It was a green disc, and we were like, is it in the bunker?
Yeah.
It skipped out? I don't know. And when we stepped up to it, it's under the basket.
Yeah, that will help. It's that's a nice problem to have. Wow.
I didn't see that skip from the tee. I was wondering how it got over there, to be honest.
That was brutal. That wind kind of just like picked it up from that backside. Leaving it a little low.
Yeah, and that's the down. Boom.
Oh no! I know yesterday you got relatively lucky, we'll say. You threw a similar shot and you were just barely touching grass. This one, came back to bite you.
The course came back and you get some getting taken from you.
Disc don't lie, as they say.
Scary too as well.
Yeah, wow, that was fringy close to that bunker right there. Oh, that's a big putt, man. Are you feeling it right now? That's 2 huge putts in a row, like.
Yeah, my putt, I'm looking at my drive going, all right, if I can keep my putt in the game, I can scramble.
Totally.
It's always scramble, and then my drive will come through and hit some fairways, maybe some jump putts, and hopefully it'll pan out.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, the putter is the one disc you use on every single hole.
Yep.
So if you can have that dialed, you're always in it.
Yep.
There we go, Wysocki with the lone too. Everybody else getting a little squirrely off the tee, but a great par save by yourself.
Thank you.
Still, 3 strokes off the lead. Brings us into hole 4, another par 3. This one's longer. You can get about as aggressive as you feel comfortable with, up to carrying water that hole, 453 feet. It's a big one.
Yes, the play is really just played out to the right side unless you have a power hyzer that can get 453.
Totally. Once you start flirting with that little flexor, you start adding variables that...
I love that shot from Rick because he puts it right there. I can almost... I expect him to make that putt.
Oh, totally.
I expect him to hit some chains and get really close. So that play was not too aggressive, but...
The right amount of aggressive
not
and
like
not aggressive.
That aggressiveness.
Yeah, wow.
Germ went for that one.
Oh, totally, man. He was feeling park job all the way and got, frankly, a little fortunate on that hill stick.
See, this is how I like to play this. You know, just fade it out to the right.
Know that you're going to be safe and have, kind of a hope and prayer jump putt type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, here you are kind of following that same line, turning it over a bit, just letting it work. Ooh, getting fringy with that barbed wire back there. Maybe a little bit too much of the play.
I got to play the extra half meter.
Exactly, putting that. That is important to note. 1.5 meters off of barbed wire. Great rule. We're not looking for anything to cut your hands.
Yeah, definitely a safety issue. With some of these guys' wingspan, I mean...
Absolutely. I mean, you big germ back there, you might need 2.5.
That's what I'm thinking.
Paul Uli kind of... Oh. And like you said, you knew he was going to put a great bid on it.
It was right there, just calling his name.
Yeah, when he sees the basket, he's hunting. Oh, Germ with the big 2. Gosh, that's a really, really fortunate 2 after that drive got a little squirrely on him.
Yeah, solid putt, too. That was a great putt with bad footing.
Yeah, a little bit of a tailwind, too. He really had to lean his body into it and just get it into the bin.
Yep.
These guys just cleaning up their pars after Uli almost throwing it in there from about 75 feet a while ago. Big Germ with the only 2. He's really interested in battling. We'll see the rest after this commercial. Huge thanks to Latitude64. Your sponsor, Bobby, instrumental in bringing us out here.
Yes, definitely. It was awesome when I saw that Latitude64 got involved with this tournament and with Jade and worked well together. This is awesome.
Seems like a really good fit. Hole 5 here, par 4, 696 feet. Really, the distance isn't your enemy as much as that right to left slope on that fairway.
Definitely.
Yeah, you see. Go ahead.
They're throwing sidearms because of that fairway. If you just don't flip it quite enough, or if the fast fairways just skip, roll, and go right into that water every time.
For sure, it's really like shocking off the tee. You'll think you're fine, and then it skips, and then rolls. It just keeps going. The wind could. This is a play I really like off this tee.
Yes, this is a safe play, and it puts them in a good spot for the next shot.
Totally. It's right in that safety zone, a little bit short of that bunker. Here you are kind of playing to that same zone, different approach, though, that turnover. What are you throwing here? What's that yellow disc?
That's a defender.
Defender, okay.
Yeah, lucid defender.
Yeah, get some good glide out of it, but
Definitely.
you know it's hooking back up left.
Exactly. There was a little headwind on the tee pad, so I felt like I need a little bit more of a overstable disc.
Gotcha. Here's Jerem ripping out that destroyer sidearm. It's so clean, that release, man. It's so impressive.
That was beautiful. I thought that jumped in.
Me too.
Back there, I was
know.
like, oh.
Yeah, it's still about 25 short, but from our angle, definitely looked like it was going to go in for a sec. Here's Uli ripping out that wide hyzer. That's a good approach. Oh, see, a little short, but I like the hyzer approach.
Yeah, the wider the better on this hole.
Rick just letting it loose, trying to play that wide hyzer again. Looks like he left it a little outside, though.
And just skip.
Oh,
Yep.
No.
It's hard to stop them once they get going.
Yep, and fortunately, or unfortunately, the water's so close to the basket, he's got a relatively routine 4P.
Yep.
Here you are, looking for it to skip, or looking for it to stick, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, you knew it once you released it.
When I released it, I knew it wasn't wide enough, and
here's Uli with
those are the consequences.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely, man. That's the one thing. Like you said out here, oh no, Germ.
I thought he had that one.
He
I
did.
did at the point. I'm like, this is going to be a great hole for him.
Really?
My putt's keeping it alive.
Yep.
Keeping my head above the water, basically.
Absolutely, dude. Scramble golf at its finest.
And Rick tapping that out, too, as well.
It's funny you called it tap out. That's like a 18-foot putt right there.
Yeah.
Rick, that's arm length.
That's tap out. Kind of just lines it up and puts it in.
Yeah, he puts so hard, so firm. There's Germ that's not really thinking about it, putting his head down, making the putt. Definitely disappointed after the missed 3 there, though. Uli taking his time. There you have it. A couple of 4s. Actually, you should say all 4s. Different ways of getting there. Some Ps, some natty 4s.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you want the 3 there, but you
You're
didn't
happy
take a
with the
bogey.
4.
You're okay. Yeah. Par 3, 261-foot hole 6. Possibly my favorite hole in the course to play, simply because I can't throw it 500 feet. But it is a precise shot off the tee. You're throwing either that sidearm or backhand. You see Jerm throwing that mortar just right in there, perfect.
I like to see a good mixture of long holes and throw a 261 in there, just to
Just
to
keep guys
spice
honest.
it up. Because especially for us, if those long throwers, they're not getting the long holes. These are the ones that we need to capitalize off of.
Absolutely. For guys who aren't throwing now 6, Yuli just leaving it short into the tree.
A little tight.
Definitely unexpected.
It's an easy sidearm. If I had one, I would be throwing it as
Exactly.
well.
Yeah. Come on, you're not throwing the turnover, Bobby? Jeez. That was routine right there.
Yeah, my little Heiser shot.
Perfect. They're so nice. They're not overstable, but they're just stable enough to ride the line and trust.
Dependable. Very dependable.
Good putt. Everybody cleaning up their 2s, and Yuli with the unfortunate 4. I've heard it before. It's the 2 or a 4 hole. Pretty much, if you make the island, you're there.
You got it. You're in the circle.
Exactly. There you have it. 3 2s and a 4. Yuli definitely not excited. You couldn't tell from his profile pic there, but certainly not in a smiley mood. As we're on to hole 7, this is a big beast of a hole, 546 feet. Are you trying to attack the pin here?
I can't. Technically, I can't attack the pin.
That's very fair, man.
It's I'm more worried about that right side bunker and left side lake. And I come to terms with not having this drive. So,
and this is where a bit of kind of an unfortunate situation. We were on the lead card, so we had the live broadcast following us, and we got up there, no wind, and unfortunately had to wait for a commercial break. And Big Germ just absolutely caught that headwind.
And we're total fickle players up there, and that minute really did matter for us.
For sure.
It did. We really wanted to get up and just throw it in those ideal conditions.
Yeah, you'll see these guys working to that right side. It's because that headwind picked up just as they were about to throw, after about a minute of calm conditions before that.
Yep.
See, there you're at it, just playing it right into the middle. You saw the guys before you really trying to rip off big distance and getting punished for it, frankly. Here's Yuli just hanging it way too far out wide, and that is in the hazard bunker. Certainly less than ideal. These guys are not anticipating that. That's a good sidearm approach.
Sidearm approach, yes.
I don't know what he's throwing. I'm not super familiar with the Prodigy lineup, but it looks like that kind of like a Firebirdie type, overstable, really dependable disc he's throwing there. There's Jerm with that mortar. Whoa, way outside.
And skipped out of the bunker. I did not see that.
Bunker, yeah. Here you are throwing that Cenis again. Good.
When I released that, I did not feel wind. I swear to you, I did not feel any wind when I released that. When it got to the basket, it went about 75 feet left and about 30 feet backwards.
Absolutely. And once you see something like that, that's unexplicable, you go into the bunker. Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
There's a headwind off of that bunker. And so after these unfortunate shots, it's so tough to get your mind set into making that putt. Ricky was just set on jamming that in there, and he threw it so hard, it just spit right back
It hit
out.
the pole. It was the perfect putt that, bounced right back to him. Those are tough. I don't like seeing those. I hate having to watch them is even tough, let alone doing it myself.
Absolutely a tough pill to swallow. But like you said on hole 1, you got to get over it. You got to move on. You
take it on the chin and move on.
Yeah. So a couple 5s, couple 4, a lot of blood drawn on that one. That's a tough hole. Didn't need to be as tough as you guys made it, but it has teeth, no joke.
Yes.
Bring us to hole 8, par 3, 330 feet. It has a $500 ace bounty on it.
Yes, it does.
Tempting guys into maybe playing less than a safe shot. There's Rick, that wide hyzer, just losing it in the air. Ooh, right on Dre on the second cam.
That's a good running putt right there. You can actually get aggressive with that putt.
Yeah, just outside the circle.
Oh, no.
Oh, Yuli. And that is going to trickle into that water, that lake that you'd think is not even in play. There's Jeremy just ripping that sidearm out. Oh,
that bunker, yeah. It's just one of those little when you come up short of that hill, you know it's trouble.
It trickles right down in there.
It goes into it, and it does not come out of it.
Mm-hmm. There's you getting a little wide.
Another just miss. I played it to that left side, trying to hit the thick grass, and I hit the tee pad. The actual golf tee pad was low cut and took a huge skip, just unexpected. And once again, rolling with the punches, you know.
Absolutely. Huge skip and then a roll into the water. Here's Uli.
Great up. That was an awesome upshot.
Absolutely awesome upshot. Sitting there, I was thinking it might be a 5 because that is certainly not a routine upshot. No, you're just laying up. No sense in getting aggressive there. Ooh, no low layup and Ricky. That was an air ball.
He does not know layup. I don't think he knows the word layup. And then he does that right back.
Gosh, man.
Probably about the same distance
exactly.
putt as well.
Almost the same putt. There's not so much wind right now. That was just impressive.
That's a great 3P or hazard.
Yeah, that's still. I mean, that was very needed. Mm-hmm. If he airballs that one, that was an aggressive run. Who knows where that disc is going?
There's a bunker on the backside as well.
This is true. Uli cleaning up his 4. Frankly, an impressive 4 after the drive.
Yeah, definitely.
You tap it in your 4 as well. Just trying to move on.
Just trying to breathe at this point.
Exactly.
You know?
It's survival golf through and through. You were so hot yesterday, and today just, not quite in that same pace.
Yeah.
But again, it's just important. Every hole is its own hole, and you just got to keep going.
Yep. One hole at a time.
And that hole right now is hole 9. Par 4, 819 feet. The longest hole in the course. It is just an absolute mash off the tee, and then it's still a mash of an upshot.
Yeah, yes it is. You really can unleash on this one. Throw it as hard as you want. I prefer the fairway side, but as you see right now, Rick rips one on the left side fairway, which is wide open.
Yeah,
for a sidearm player and stuff like that, left side would be the ideal spot.
For sure. I didn't really think about it because it seems like the hole is so set up to go straight down that fairway.
Yeah.
But I really like this left side play.
It takes the bunkers a little bit more out of play too as well.
Totally. And the landing zone by the green is the grass is so long that you can just really get aggressive and put it up there.
Yep.
Here's Jerem with that R Pro Boss again. Just, oh my God. 550. Casual. Uli stepping it up and giving it a go. He likes those dark purple discs that do not like the camera.
They love to just blend right into the sky.
Totally. I mean, it's hard to complain about the beautiful blue sky, but there's that little haze that makes the disc hard to see. Just, standard hyzer stuff. Did you mean to go left side?
I thought it was going to flip.
Okay.
Yeah, but look at this. It left me a nice tunnel. Tunnel gap.
Yeah, definitely. The pin was right there, and this is a laser up the gut. Hey, that's inside the circle. Yep. You're probably, 20 foot left?
It was like, about 25.
Yeah, okay, 25.
Just left side.
Definitely a makeable putt. Uli trying to play that big turnover and doesn't...
Cut rolled. Looked like cut rolled back
it did. It cut rolled and gave him an actual look, but certainly not the shot he was hoping for.
See, Rick with the sidearm. It's just...
Gosh.
It's picture perfect when you're over there. I mean, Jerem, another great sidearm player that you're really coming in on this basket.
Absolutely. I think he's throwing that Sexton Firebird up there.
Putting it 5 feet.
It's nice to be able to have that, right?
Oh, yeah.
350 just to dink it in.
Ooh,
huge step putt by Uli.
Step putt was on today.
Yeah. You can thank that cut roll for even giving him a look, too. Oh, Bobby.
That was my pinky finger.
Yeah.
Try not to make excuses, and then I just not thinking.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you bogey, and you're just in this bad mind frame, and you need to just shake it.
For sure.
And it's hard to, as you're in the top card, you're trying your best, and you just get frustrated with the little stuff because my putting was on, and I felt confident in that one. And when that little mishap happens, it really does get in your head.
Absolutely, and it's one of those situations where you're out, and then you throw your putt, and you're still out, and you have to go right back at it and putt. It's so difficult. You see 3 birdies on that last hole, and then the lone bogey. Unfortunate. I got my fingers crossed you can get it together here on these final 9 holes. There are definitely some attackable birdie opportunities. It's still some danger. How are you feeling going into these last 9 holes?
I'm looking like it can't get any worse. Really, and I'm liking the next couple holes. I really play into my mid-range type shots, and my compass has been working great on them. So totally. If I could just get through 15 and those long ones, I'll be fine.
Awesome, man. We'll see you on the next part. Until then, have a good one, guys.
All right.